Hey everybody, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at the series known as Keijo, a show about girls using their asses and boobs to knock each other off of landmass things in the water. Yes. Now, I want to talk about the show. I want to really seriously review it. I want to make sure that I give you guys and girls a solid review. So, from here, let's just talk about this. Let's get this out of the way. So, Keijo is a great show. It has to be one of the best shows I've seen in recent time. I mean, the character arcs, how serious the show is. Like for example, Nozomi, who's the main girl, she wants to be a Keijo butt battler, and she wants to be on the land, which is the little thing that's in the middle of the water, and she wants to really excel and be one of the best Keijo sport players ever. And the thing is, you really feel for her. Like, you really care about this character. She meets a whole slew of friends that really have her same passion. And the whole show is very serious the way it dictates, like, various things that happen in the show. The battles themselves are really epic. They do some of the greatest things ever. I mean, like, honest to God, this show is just so well done. The story's very masterful. I mean, the whole thing about the Keijo stuff, I could really take that seriously. Like, I believe this is a sport that could really happen in the future. And, I know the director and creator of the show said, hey, listen, take this show seriously. And you know what? I'm on board. I know this show can be serious. I mean, animations were amazing. Sound was amazing. The voice acting was great. The camaraderie between the friends, you really got this camaraderie between them. You really cared for every character, like I said before. Overall, it was just something that I watched, and every episode had me on the edge of my seat because I was like, I can't predict what's going to happen next. This show is just going to get better and better. And every episode did get better and better. I mean, like, honest to God, this was such a great show. Like, I just don't know how to convey that in more words than what I'm doing right now. Honest to God. No, this show is not, no. Okay, so time to be serious. That was hard for me to do, by the way, not to laugh like that. But, I did talk about this story realistically, that the whole thing is about Nozomi, who's this girl who wants to be a Keijo butt battler, and she plans on getting better and better in the sport. That part was true. Everything else kind of a mixed bag of truth, if you clearly tell my sarcasm during that whole sequence. I hope you like that sequence, by the way, folks. That idea was given to me by Professor Anime. I kind of tweaked it a little bit, so I did the whole shaking my head back and forth thing. But he told me like maybe you should try to pretend like to be serious for the whole thing. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'll put a link to his channel in the description box below. But honest to God, this show was ridiculous. Like, every episode is just more fan service. I mean, the stuff that was happening on screen, they made references to several anime. Like, they made a reference to Fate Stay Night with Gilgamesh's special ability, where all you saw was this one girl had her, like, various asses in a giant line hitting targets. Characters were, like, essentially farting on people sometimes and using illusionary magic called, like, butt illusions and boob illusions. It was such a stupid show. But you know what? What worked for Keijo was it did have very solid animation. That's something, and the music was pretty good. Though I like the opening and closing. I love the voice acting; it was very well done. I give them credit for making these characters sound so comedic and really like trying to be serious, even though the show is not serious. But I have to be honest, guys and girls. As a show in total, I don't know how to really rate this. Like, it's something that every episode is so ridiculous and so stupid that I was like left to my always going, why? Why is this even happening? What the hell am I watching? So I wanted to kind of do this where I haven't done this in a long time, but I want to split review this. So I want to do this in two ways. If you go into Keijo expecting something serious, and you really expect the show to be serious as the director said he wanted the show to be, you're going to be very disappointed. Because in honest to God truth, this is not a show you take seriously. This is a show that you laugh at, and you know that the fan service is the main driving focus of it. That is the whole concept of it. It's a funny show that makes references to other anime and also makes several thousand different jokes about boobs and asses. It's funny in that sense. So if you go into this knowing it's a joke, if you know that it's a joke from the gate, I would say that out of an A through F score, it has to be a solid B minus or B, around that. If you go into this thinking seriously, like I said originally, you're gonna probably see this thing as a C minus to a D plus. Like, this show would be so stupid if you took it seriously. So with that realistically be saying, if I actually gave this whole show an actual rating, I'm not splitting the review, I'm actually being serious with this, I would have to give this show a solid C plus. Like, Keijo was ridiculously stupid, but it was one of those shows that you watch it and you just have fun watching it because it's so dumb and it's just entertaining in that sense. Yeah, there's lots of fan service, there's a lot of etchy stuff, but it was just enjoyable in that sense because you're just like, wow, this is happening on screen. I mean, even some of the images that you see, like right here, this is the last image from episode 12, and they're fighting each other like this. It's come on, you can't expect this show to be serious, honestly. I would definitely recommend doing what I did with my friends. We watch this together. I watch this with a lot of people. It's more enjoyable, I think, in that sense because you get to laugh and just make jokes and say stupid crap during the whole time. Watching it by yourself is still enjoyable too. I know people will probably enjoy that also in its own right. But I hope you guys enjoy this review. I know I got this out really late to you guys and girls, but I wanted to get this out as soon as I finished the review. So I did finish the series. I enjoyed it, I guess, right? But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. As always, if you like this review, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. You know the whole nine. Until our paths cross again in the next review, have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.